Hey ladies, I'd like to give you a few pointers in how to spot a scammer on those dating sites. You know you've seen them. You know you've heard these things a million times. I'm just going to give you a little short list that I made up, and quite frankly, I'm a little surprised I have such a list so soon, as I just started looking around. Let's start with his photos. He looks photoshopped, or he's too beautiful. I mean, he may be good looking, but in every single picture, I don't think so. There's only pics of him. There's only pics of two people or more, which will cause you to, basically forces you to ask which one is you. And that then sparks the conversation, which we'll talk about later. There's only pictures with his sunglasses on. There's no picture at all, or just one picture. And it's like super like professional looking. Just swipe left. Which way did I go? Swipe left, swipe left. Which? Swipe left. Anyway, I think, oh, I like this one. Only half the face. How much can you tell from me from this? Or about me from this? Not very much, I don't think. Okay, anyway, except that I got a bum tooth, which I'm not going to try to hide. I'm a real person. Teeth break. I have to get the money to fix it. So what? Okay, let's talk about their profiles. They either have none at all, or it's very brief. They are new in town. They speak too perfectly. Like, the language is so precise. People don't talk like that. There's no slang in it at all. They won't say where they're from. They talk about love a lot. Swipe left. When they contact you, when you start talking to them, here's some real easy ones to pick up. Nice to meet you. That's the first one. Hi, gorgeous, or hey, you're so beautiful. I just must meet you. You might be. I am. Look at me. I'm cute. Don't believe it. They're not real. Okay? Pay attention to the flow of the conversation. I asked a guy one time if he liked horses, and he comes back with, "What do you do for a living?" Really? No. Even if he was a real person. Block. No. Let's see. How long have you been on this site? That's an easy one. Have you had any success, or have you met anyone? You ask what they do for a living, and ironically, it's left out of the profile. So they come back with, I'm in the military, I'm currently deployed, or I'm working for the government, I'm currently in Africa. Huge red flag. You see the word Africa? Block. Unless you're from Africa, and you can find out if he's real. Working on a bid for a job right now, and I'm overseas. Or one of my favorites, I'm a gemologist. Oh yes, we ladies just fall for those guys with the diamonds, don't we? Block. Okay. You see they're not in your area. Or they ask you, I'm looking at my notes here, so just bear with me because I don't have my glasses on. Also a real person here. Okay, you see they're not in the area, and you ask why they contacted you, and the instant response is, why should distance be a problem or a barrier when there's true love at stake? I mean, almost verbatim. Always, why is distance a problem? Um, they immediately come back with so you come back with, fine, but I need to be in the same airspace. So why don't you hop on a plane? Come on over. We'll have a few dates. You stay for a few days, and let's see if we click. And instantly is followed by, why don't we get to know each other more online? Or, I'm out of the country right now. Block. They immediately ask for your email address. When they ask for your email address right out the gate, forget it. No. Or they try to navigate you to another site, that K site, or just another site so that you can text. What's the difference? If you're allowed to freely talk back and forth and chat on this site, why should another site be any better? They're hiding something. Okay? They refused to talk to you on the phone. That was one of my favorites. I was at a friend's house, and he finally gave in and called me on the phone. And he had this muffler over the speaker of the phone. Said he was from Germany, and ironically, one of her kids spoke fluent German. So he comes back with, and he said, "I'm sorry, I didn't understand you." Block. Or they ask you to send them money or iTunes cards. No, they can't get iTunes cards in the military. They have a phone, they can download stuff. They don't need an iTunes card. The worst one of all, and the easiest ones to catch, is you're texting for a few days maybe, and you've shared some personal items about yourself and how you feel about things and what you want in a relationship. And finally, he comes back with, "I'm falling in love with you. I know, I know for a fact I'm in love with you." Block! Block, 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 block. Don't fall for it, okay? I never did, and I don't consider myself a real, like, Rhodes Scholar or anything, but it's common sense. People don't fall in love on email. And no matter how desperate you are, no matter how lonely you are, no matter how bad you want to be in a relationship and be in love and having all that wonderful stuff happen to you, get in love with yourself first. Have fun with you. Go to the movies by yourself. I've been doing it. It's fun. I laugh out loud and I don't bother anybody. Of course, I don't, I try to grab if it's a horror movie and there's nobody there to grab their arm and, rake some nails across when you get scared. It's really kind of fun, you just get to do you, find out what really makes you tick. Don't depend on someone else to complete you. It's been really hard for me to accept that. Really, really hard. And I have to say it out loud to myself a lot. It doesn't take a man to be happy, but it would be nice to share my life with someone that wants to share their life with me without just wanting something from me. I hope you learned something. And if you have any questions, I'm on Facebook. You can find me because I'm going to share this on Facebook, so you'll be able to find me somehow. Okay? So you guys have a great life. Do you. Okay? All right. Oh, there we go. I know how to stop my own camera, right? Real person.